This week on Dateline Schools, as we're getting into the holiday season, we thought we'd talk about technology in the classroom and what kids are probably asking Santa for Christmas this year. And give us a little heads up, my special guest is Kristin Day. She's RESA's supervisor of instructional technology. And with the kids using technology in the classroom, of course, they want to be using it at home. How do parents limit how much time is good? And what is kind of a good boundary for parents to set for kids on using technology?
That's a great question. And first off, I think about, just you, yourself, and other adults that are, involved with parenting your children. What do you feel is acceptable and what feels right to you? And it's also good to just go do a little bit of other research. And one good resource would be Common Sense Media is probably my go-to. And the reason why I suggest them is that it breaks down kind of what could be a good guideline for kids at varying ages. And they have guides that talk about different software or applications that students might want to use. So I think as parents, we think to ourselves, how am I going to keep up with all this stuff? And it changes so fast. So Common Sense Media is a wonderful resource because they are like steps ahead and they rate different apps or games. So it's a nice go-to for things if you're wondering if something is appropriate for the age level of your student or child. And they talk about just different ideas around a healthy media diet is kind of what they call it. And that gets to your point about say screen time and how much is enough or too much. And it helps you guide conversations with kids about appropriate use of technology, like staying safe online, setting up new accounts and how parents need to be involved in that process and have passwords and things like that. They also have a lot of good resources around if your student's kind of getting their first phone, kind of just even taking care of it, and the fact that, it is in the child's hands, but kind of the ownership of it is still the parents, and just kind of help you have those conversations ahead of time with kids before we get into these situations where we're having a power struggle or something like that. And I would also say another, tip from Common Sense Media and some other kind of parenting advocates out in the field are just to designate times where maybe cell phones are not allowed. Like if you do not want them to have their cell phone overnight in their room or around the dinner table. And things like that, and just kind of having agreements as a family about what is, a positive use of media and technology in your home. And that kind of goes for the parents and the kids and everybody. So that just is one good resource there, commonsensemedia.org.
We'll be back with more tomorrow for Dateline Schools. I'm Terry Harrington.